This will be my review on the Monoprice Select Mini 3D printer version 2. I find it a very strong 3D printer, easy to use. Have experienced very little problems with it. First, let's talk about the price. At $250 Canadian or $189 US at this current time, this is a very affordable 3D printer. And it's amazing quality for what you get. It's this very, very strong all metal construction. Even some of the most expensive printers aren't quite this strong. It does have a build volume of 4.7 inches by 4.7 by 4.7 or 120 millimeters by 120 by 120. It's a pretty small volume. You can fit most things in it. I'd say it's pretty good. It's not, like, obviously the bigger the better unless you're getting huge, but this is all most people like me need. I really like the fact that it has a heated build plate that heats up. It's amazing. Like, even some really expensive, like the Dremel 3D printer, at least the ones I have experience with, do not have that. But this Monoprice Mini does have them. So very impressed that it has a heated bed. I like that a lot. Now to turn it on, there is a red power switch on the back. And now I'll show you how to use the printer. So now we are going to talk about how to use the Monoprice 3D printer. It's very simple. You have this nice little colorful display here, though I should point out it is not a touchscreen on the version 2 like I have and the version 1. It's controlled from this control wheel here. The version 3, which was just released by Monoprice, I think at the end of 2018, does have a touchscreen, but do not touch the screen. It's not meant to be touched. So we can start with the preheat menu, which is pretty well just your temperature controls. You have your nozzle temperature, your bed temperature. You can start a preheat, which automatically sets your temperatures to 190 on the nozzle and 50 on the bed. Even though I've had more luck with 200 on the nozzle and the maximum on the bed, which is 60. So it's pretty impressive that this, for such a price, this printer even has a heated bed. Find it easy to use. The motion controls here are very simple. You can control your X, Y, Z axis. You can control your extruder motor on top to push the filament through the hose to get to the hot end. There's an auto homing function here, which will automatically home the 3D printer. And you can go back to the main menu. If you have an SD card in, like this one here, keep in mind that it needs to be a micro SD card and it needs to be less than 5 gigabytes. I'll put a link to the website where I got this one from. I can't get the focus, but just it's a micro SD card, 2 gigabytes. When you have that in, you can move over to your print menu, and you can open up the print menu, which has all the different files on your SD card. You can select through any of them, and when you do, it will be in the preheat to any selected temperature, and then start printing. I find this a very easy system to learn, not the most advanced, can't do that much with it besides the basic operations, but I find it a very easy printer to use. So the only problem I've had with this printer is up here. I was running the running the extruder motor to push the filament through, and it was already through and the nozzle was jammed or something like that. Still can't quite figure out what it was, but yeah, so I kind of broke that part, but I found for like $3 on this website. Link will be in the description. Has all the parts you need for this printer. So I find the only other thing that you need to note about it is this. I put on a layer of build tack here. I bought it on Amazon. The stuff it came with is garbage and really hard to remove. You can always just do masking tape over it. Leveling the bed is easy. There's just 4 squares there. Screws. So you just adjust them to make sure, I think like a piece of paper, or I would say a business card, fit in between the nozzle and the paper with some resistance. There's lots of different preferences on the leveling of the bed. I like it just so you have mild resistance on a piece of leather printer paper. For software, I like to use Ultimaker Kira. It comes with a pretty bad version of Kira on the card, a really outdated one. So just download Ultimaker Kira from the website. You'll have to figure out how to set it up. I may make a video how to set it up in the future. All I know is you have to type in the dimensions manually. I don't think there is a Monoprice Mini Select in the menu. They might have one now, but they didn't when I set it up. So that was my review on the Monoprice Select Mini after 1 year.